homeless advocacy group is suing the city of San Francisco over the sweeps of homeless encampments that they've done.
Yeah, they're demanding that the city stop sweeping these camps and instead make more efforts to ensure that people have affordable homes to live in. Crown 4's Camila Barco has more on the story live for us from San Francisco. Good morning, Camila.
Good morning. So yeah, some of the plaintiffs in this lawsuit include people who are unhoused. They say San Francisco city workers have confiscated and taken away their belongings while they do those sweeps, which has left them with very little. So now with this lawsuit, they say that they want the city to stop going after people who live on the streets. Now, the Lawyers Committee for Civil Rights has filed the lawsuit in federal court on behalf of several people who are homeless in San Francisco. The lawsuit goes after several city departments and Mayor London Breed. The complaint states that San Francisco tries to create an image that they're addressing homelessness, but the lawsuit claims there hasn't been significant action taken. Thousands have been forced to use tents and cars as shelter, and a survey shows that more than 7,700 homeless people this year, with nearly 60% living unsheltered. The complaint also states the city has failed to build affordable housing, have threatened to arrest homeless people, and taken their stuff away when they do those encampment suites, even when shelter isn't offered. Now, a little background. In 2018, a federal ruling said that it's unconstitutional to cite or arrest people for sleeping in public when there is no shelter available. The city of San Francisco says they're not commenting on the lawsuit for now, but the city attorney says they are focused on expanding temporary shelter and providing more permanent housing options. Mayor Breed's office says the city has added about 3,000 permanent supportive housing units since 2020. And the lawsuit filed on behalf of the homeless, Daria James, says that they like to see the city spend more on affordable housing units. The lawsuit estimates that San Francisco would need to build nearly 6,700 affordable housing units, and they say that that would probably cost about $4.8 billion to house every person who is unhoused. Now, in the next hour, we're going to hear from the people who are representing these plaintiffs, but Daria James, this is just the beginning for this lawsuit. I'll send it back to you.
All right. Thanks a lot, Camila.